Testing, testing. Test check. With any luck, the video is moving, I see. It does seem to. Gotta love technology. Do, 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 do. So, I wanted to talk about Dehya. Honestly, everything I've heard has basically just been a case of, oh, this character is terrible. But I haven't been able to figure out why the character is terrible. I mean, honestly, I've been using her and I've been having a heck lot of fun.
The neighboring nation of Liyue
I mean,
has the most
she's able to kill
prosperous
bosses
economy
pretty
in all of
easily.
Tibet.
I'm going to perform a little experiment. There's something I wanted to check.
Wait for my signal.
Who else was I going? Oh, Kaya.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Okay. This is a fairly reasonable team. Kuki, Kaya, and Barbara are all 4 stars. So, they're not that terribly difficult to get. And you get Kaya for free and basically Barbara for free. Kuki's the only one you'd really have to roll for, and she's not that hard to get either, since she's a 4-star. I'm going to perform a little experiment here because everyone says that it's really hard to get her
We mercs have one
abilities
simple
to
rule.
combo.
Whoever pays the most is your new boss.
I'm going to go pick a fight with something that you really should not use Barbara to pick a fight with.
Yeah! Our bond is strong!
Don't get frostbite.
Ha! Ha! Hey! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Freeze! Ha!
Hi! Cha! Ah! Ha! Lightning terrified!
Dodge this!
Ow! You asked for it!
Now, well, I'm pretty sure that's pretty far away from your typical, I don't know, one-shot wonders. That worked just fine. I got consistent overloads, I got elts, pretty sure I got some vaporizes in there. This is a fairly simple to build team that you can use with any Dehya you've got, and it works just fine. Her abilities trigger and proc all the times that they hit. So So I'm not saying, or I'm not understanding why people say that Dehya does not work with any team comps, that her abilities are inconsistent, that they don't do what they say they do. Everything I did right there was something anyone could do with a basic 4-star party build. And as you noticed, even at the worst, Kuki still didn't die, even though she was technically underleveled for that fight. Barbara and Kaya are both max ascension. Dehya is level 80, and Kuki's level 70. And I was still able to beat that fairly effectively and consistently. I'm not seeing where all this hatred for Dehya is coming from. She works just fine.
My people are used to the desert life. But still, I hope that one day they'll be able to find an oasis of their own.
I think
and
the
leave
biggest
the
problem
sandstorms
is
behind
everyone's
for a better
thinking
life.
she has to be in like one of those meta teams with like Chongyun or Xingqiu or all the other characters who proc with normal attacks or whatnot. She doesn't. Not every character has to be in the biff bam boom meta teams for maximum damage. You don't need Bennett. You don't need Xingqiu. You don't need Raiden Shogun. You don't need Nahida. I mean, any 4-star set would work, and you could even change things out and use other 4-stars, and she'd work just
We
fine.
mercs have
no
one
problem.
simple rule. Whoever pays the most is your new boss.
In fact, let's go try her out on something a little harder. Let's see here. What would be a good boss that I haven't done yet? Oh yeah, I haven't done him yet. I need his materials anyway. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could even take Raiden Shogun with her, who is still considered one of the toughest bosses in the game. And like says, the concept that she's bad, that she's unplayable, or that she's trash makes no sense whatsoever to me at this point. I mean, really, Amber is still bad compared to her, and honestly, even D-Luke doesn't have that level of consistency in a party like this.
Bow before me, worm!
Bond is strong.
Sure!
Let's dance. Let's get it on.
Perish!
You ain't messing around. Buckle up. Stand with me.
Freeze! At my command,
we can do
you
it.
shall fall!
Our bond is strong.
Sure!
Let the show begin. You're dead meat.
Perish!
Out of my way.
My endless cycle begins!
Let's get it on.
Insignificant pest!
Stand with me.
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
I'll protect us. Look alive.
my command, you shall fall.
Let's get it on! Ha! Ha! Yeah!
As you can see, her damage is wonderful. I'm not like one-shotting this guy on the
Sure.
like that. But it's not that bad, really. Still beating this guy with almost no struggle whatsoever. I mean, he is like full health, and he's just been punching this guy all
Perish! I am the all-knowing God. Burn to oblivion!
Stand with me!
Dodge this!
Let's dance!
Kneel!
Gloves off! Dissipate! Sorry for the trouble.
Now, your eyes have been opened.
Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go!
Cool it. Reality is pain.
Buckle up!
Burn to oblivion.
Let's get it on!
Good riddance, cruel world. Dodge this.
I'll protect us. Buckle up! Ha!
Cool it. Dodge this.
Stand with me! I'm fine.
Your new god awakens! Now, your eyes have been opened.
Dissipate!
Cool it. Kneel!
Let the show begin. Hey, buckle up!
Burn to oblivion! I can't lose it all again.
Now, this is probably a bad battle to fight because honestly it feels kind of cheap to basically use the sidekick minion thing to deal all the damage. Yeah, it would be better suited to have an archer for that fight. I mean, even technically, Amber would be pretty good there because at least she could hit something. Because of how that guy often just flies around for no good reason. But even so, I was still fully able to beat it with a mostly 4-star team and very little struggle. I mean, sure, 2 characters died. Ah-dee-da. It happens. But Dehya did her job, was able to take down most of his health by herself. So, honestly, all this stuff about saying that Dehya's a bad character, that her skills don't synergize with anybody.
The desert's a tough adversary, but at least it doesn't hide anything. What you see is what you get,
I don't see it.
And whether you take on the challenge is entirely up to you.
There's so many characters she can synergize with. Raiden Shogun, Nahida, pretty much any Dendro character. Anybody who doesn't have a ability that requires them to stand completely still. The reason I picked these 3 is because their E-skill and his Kaya's ultimate skill all move around with the character. Technically, you can even use Xinyan with her, because the flame spiral will focus around her. As long as she's the centerpiece of the action, then anyone can synergize with her. She works fine. She's working as intended. There is nothing wrong with Dehya as a character. You're all just using her wrong. If anything, she's supposed to be the centerpiece of the fight, not an assistant. And in case you're wondering what kind of build I'm using, I basically designed her for a DPS build. I have a Pyro Goblet with terrible stats, a Witch's Scorching Hat with terrible stats, this is probably the best stat grouping I have had in this entire thing. Terrible stats. Terrible stats. And yet, she still works and does exactly what I need her to do, which is basically tank all the damage and deal a lot of damage. So, it kind of comes down to the point of I'm wondering exactly where does all this quote-unquote Dehya hate come from, because she's working perfectly. There's nothing wrong with her skill. And yes, I only have her C1. This is it. This is all I have for her. I have 8s on all of her talents. She's level 80. Her weapon is level 80. She only has 46 over 119 crit damage. So, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, why is everyone hating on this character's skill sets when you're just not using those skill sets to the most advantage? The problem isn't Dehya. Dehya's never been a problem. The problem is you're so focused on your meta and your perfect character vaporize swirl teams that you don't want to even bother looking at what she could be used for. All you want to look at is what she can't be used for. That's what frustrates me about it. You don't want the character to be good. That's what seems to be the problem. You don't want her to be good. What you want is a character who basically you can then slap Zhongli on and Venti. Well, Venti's terrible. or Raiden or Nahida and basically just walk around and stomp everything. One shot all the bosses. Ooh, that's real impressive skill there. Yeah, it is. Because, let's face it, if you can build a
In my
character
dreams, there's often
to one-shot all the bosses, then congratulations. You have trivialized the game and removed any option for anything else. So, yeah, great job. But if you just want to play the game, Dehya is a great character.
We mercs
For
have one simple
exploration,
rule.
for
Whoever pays-
just dealing with common enemies, for group battles, she's great. You want a cheap team? Run this team.
Ghost is your new boss.
Suki, Kaya, Barbara, Dehya. It's a great combo. Their AoE skills grant Dehya the most opportunity to get the most use out of what she's got available. Yeah, it's not perfect. It never will be perfect. But if you're looking for perfection, why are you playing this? Look, that's all I've really got to say on the matter. This is just kind of me ranting over all the negativity that Dehya's been getting as of late. Because
The
I keep
desert's a
seeing
tough
videos where people
adversary,
are like, "Oh, she's trash.
but at least it
oh,
doesn't
she's
hide
terrible."
anything.
I got
What
her
you see is what you
basically
get.
as soon as she
And whether
came
you
out. I had
take
to
on
wait
the
like a
challenge
little while
is
to get her.
entirely up to you.
Shut up, Dehya. But after I got her, I've had nothing but fun with her. She's a great character. In fact, I think she's better than D-Luke. I mean, D-Luke is not nearly as versatile as she is. Mostly because everything I've got on him is trash. But I have a level 80 Wolf's Gravestone on him. I've got the Gambler set. That's... I mean, it's way different than anything else I could put on him. I really need to upgrade his stats and stuff. But unfortunately, I just don't have anything that's really, you know, just extraordinarily good for him. I just kind of slapdashed whatever I had on him because, in all reality, this is what I wanted, the Gambler's Dice Cup, because I like having the ability to spontaneously just get extra attacks. Also, the elemental skill damage bonus is something that I use a lot because of his 3-hit skill combo. But like says, the problem with the Gambler set is it's all purple. They really need to make a 5-star version of this. Or some variant of a 5-star that does this effect, because really it's pretty broken. But like I said, I've said my piece. Peace out. I'm not hating on anyone who specifically feels that Dehya's kid is bad. I don't like the idea of people just straight up saying, "Oh, she's bad because she doesn't fit in my meta team." If all you care about is your meta team, you're playing the whole game wrong. This isn't about meta. This isn't about who's the best characters on every team. It's about taking enjoyment where you can and enjoying what you have. Not force-feeding the meta down people's throats. That's what I've always hated about this. They removed endgame content, or they never installed endgame content, because they didn't want you sitting there going, "Oh, we have to follow the meta. These are the best characters. We have to have the best of the best of the best." No, it's about taking the characters you have and finding enjoyment with them and making them useful. I've been ranting enough. I need to... I think this video's gone on long enough. I think I'm going to end it there. Anyway, that's all I had to say on the matter. Goodbye, good luck, and if you have Dehya, I hope you enjoy her as much as I have.